Your attention span is being weaponized against you. You didn't lose your intelligence. You sold it to screens, scrolls, and synthetic dopamine. Your brain isn't broken. It's been hijacked by machines you trust more than yourself. Your attention span is not short. It's been sniped, stolen, rewired, sold back to you in 15-second clips. You think you're in control? You're not even conscious. You're scrolling through life in sleep mode. Every swipe trains you. Every click cages you. Every like rewires you. You're not entertained. You're tranquilized, numb, distracted, a vacant stare, not of the peaceful kind, but of the empty kind. Yet, I stand before you tonight, not as an apologist, but as a fellow traveler on this strange journey. One who has stared into the abyss of online content creation and emerged with more questions than answers. I, too, have wrestled with the demons of comparison and the allure of chasing fleeting online validation. 2 for-profit algorithms, 2 platforms that thrive on our distraction, that measure our worth in clicks and views. They've turned us into cattle. Our attention spans, the land we graze upon, and the mental health crisis among our generation is only getting worse. More human connection, more face-to-face interaction, more shared experiences. Are you ready to wake up from this digital slumber? 'Cause if we don't fight for our minds, who will? If we don't pass on the flame of curiosity, the torch of wonder, what will our children inherit? A screen-filled wasteland where the currency of exchange is our very attention and the cost is our very humanity. We need to reclaim our minds from the digital deluge, our attention spans from the algorithm's grasp. And it starts with each one of us making a conscious choice to unplug, to disconnect, to be present in the moment, to listen more, to speak less, to feel deeply, and to remember. So, if you're feeling numb, disconnected, or like you're just going through the motions, know that you're not alone. You are part of a generation lost in the labyrinth of its own making, trapped in a digital dungeon of its own design. But the pasture is shrinking, the fences are tightening, and soon we'll be herded into pens of our own, staring blankly at screens that reflect back at us our own vacant stares. I've sat at the altar of analytics, hoping for absolution, the kind that speaks of minds hollowed out, of souls slowly fading into the ether. But there is a bigger tragedy here. It's not just that we're distracted, it's that we've lost the very essence of what it means to be human. Well, we've traded our minds for momentary lapses of dope, a feedback loop of fleeting pleasure and manufactured relevance. Our brains, once the seat of our deepest selves, are now the battleground where algorithms and corporations wage war for dominance. And we, the unsuspecting civilians, suffer the consequences. Open sourced, they turned your mind into farmland, harvested your focus, planted fear, grew profit. You binge noise and call it stimulation. You run from silence like it wants to kill you. They were declared open source long ago, the code released line by line, byte by byte. And now we find ourselves living in the very code that was once us. We are the sum total of our tweets, our likes, our shares. Our minds are public, our thoughts polluted. What are you really afraid of? A quiet room? A still mind? Thought that takes more than 8 seconds to finish. You think you're multitasking. You're not. You're shattering your concentration into digital crumbs. Your thoughts are fragmented. Your memory is fog. Your willpower is starving. This isn't decay. It's design. A system built to fracture you, 'cause broken minds are easier to control. And here you are, calling it normal. The perfect illusion of choice. A curated cage where every bar is made of suggestion and the gate is guarded by a dopamine moat. We are willingly locked inside this digital Bastille, our keys thrown away, replaced by infinite swiping and scrolling. Our thumbs become conductors of an orchestra of distraction. Every tap, every click, a note played in a symphony of synthetic stimulation. Defending it, sharing it, you are the product. and you're subscribed to your own destruction. Wake up. You're losing yourself and calling it entertainment if you haven't read a full page in months. If you haven't sat in stillness without reaching for a screen. You can't even walk without music, scrolling, or noise. You're addicted, but not to content. To escape, you don't want to think. You want to avoid boredom, avoid pain, avoid meaning. My mind is drowning in pixels, and no one is coming to save you unless you save yourself. What do you get when you combine the frenetic energy of a young, restless mind with the calculated precision of a for-profit algorithm? This is not news. You already know it. I see it in the haunted eyes of my generation. The irony is not lost on me. I, too, am a purveyor of this content, a weaver of digital distractions. This is a hard truth to swallow, but our minds were not our own to begin with. And here's the most unsettling part. We have surrendered this sacred ground, our own freaking minds. They say the first casualty of war is truth. Well, in this war of distraction, truth is the second casualty. If this sounds like hyperbole, consider this. Our attention spans are shorter than ever. Our memories are fading fast, but there is hope. The antidote to this mass digital amnesia is not more technology, but more humanity. Because the world is not ending. It's already here. The question is, are you here with it?